Laser wall. I
How
can't
much
go that
cheetahs?
way.
Oh no, that was
go. I hate this game. I really hate games that do
I'm
this
about to start this shit.
I can't fucking use the grapple hook up there because it ain't.
Why don't you ask Mez to come into the podcast? I don't know.
Who?
Since it's only the four of us.
Two.
Meds.
If he wants to, he can. I have no problem.
I'll ask him. Hold on.
Oh my god, I'm out.
You don't like Meds?
You know we live, right?
Laser wall. I can't go that way.
Oh, we live.
Oh no, that was go. I hate the game. Not the game, bro.
Yeah,
Bro, we live.
Bro, how the fuck was the? Yeah, this shit pissing me off, bro.
Bro, anywho, y'all ready to do these intros and bullshit?
Alright, listen, I'm finna look this shit up, but this just pissed me off.
Look this shit up already? God damn.
Man, game facts out here, like, oh, I'm not gonna say no names. No face, no case.
LG TVs? That's what I'm hearing. LG TVs is it similar to those initials, Chop?
I'll just say clean movies HDR.
Oh man. Alright. So let's get into it. Welcome to Usual Suspects Podcast. We back because, well, I'll just tell you the reason. So Corona happened, and then I had to work extra hard because a bunch of people had stuff happen to them. I didn't inquire. I just put my head down and got to work. I'm getting a fat check. That's all that matters. So we back.
Trump bucks, yeah.
I'm not getting those actually.
Oh man.
And by that I mean I'm probably just not gonna use it.
I'm gonna keep it real. I'm not sure if I'm gonna get it because I got claimed in 2018, but I did my taxes in 2019.
I think I got claimed 17. I didn't get claimed 18.
It's 18 that you have to do your taxes.
Fuck
no, but you can also do taxes for 2019 and you'll get it.
When did Fallout New Vegas come out? I know it's
New
a random
Vegas?
not New Vegas, 76. New Vegas came out in 2010.
I think 2018.
Holy shit, it did. But yeah, I filed in 18. I'm good. I'm just not gonna use it. But anywho, let's get to these intros. Young Fangyul, the sixth man off the bench.
Excuse me?
You the sixth man off the bench. If ain't nobody coming and you want to do it, you come.
Oh. Hello.
Also, why is your picture a bird?
Why not?
That is a good point. And
the whole thing with me and my profile pictures being birds is that, like, I saw a picture, I thought it was funny, and I just rolled with it since then.
Alright, so real people shit. Alright, I respect it. Next we have, anytime he shows up on the podcast, I may have to kill 3 people to compensate for him being on here. Uptown Chop, the sus god.
I don't recall being sus, but anyway, Uptown Chop, see me on Twitch. I'm gonna start Twitch streaming soon again, eventually, because of this Corona shit. First stream's gonna be called Self-Esteem Lower Than My Views.
So you clickbaiting already?
Yes, sir.
Alright, I respect it. Let's go.
You gotta fake it to make it. No cap. Anyway, what's up?
Alright, and me and I don't have an intro because I don't do an intro. Jigga.
Hey, what's good, y'all? It's Jigga. Fuck this maze. It pissed me off. But I hope y'all enjoy the podcast today.
He playing Persona. We ain't gonna be here long, everybody. Just know that we ain't gonna be here that long. We gonna be here for a minute though. So let's get into the shits, as Whole Budden would say. If y'all didn't know, I don't like Joe Budden. Now you know.
Wait, why not?
What he do?
Yeah, what he do to you?
Do y'all want the long explanation? Like, we can talk about this. I don't really care. Like, for me, his podcast and his content is just not appealing. I don't care. I don't. Like, and the thing that makes it worse is, like, Joe, I respect as an artist and his opinion. His opinion is actually not that bad. It's like, you know who has the best opinion on those shows 90% of the time and he don't got a camera?
Parks?
Yeah, Parks actually has common sense. Rory and Mal have no common sense.
I'm not going to go that far.
Like, Rory has more than Mal for sure, but it's like their opinions.
Bro, why did a lot of people hate that man? I have no problem with him.
Ooh,
since we're talking about radio shows right now, fuck Ebro. I hate Ebro.
I think a lot of people do. I mean, they ain't gonna watch this if they do.
Fuck Ebro and academics. Academics is lame as hell.
I can agree with.
I have no problem with him. He ain't did shit to me.
Yeah, he ain't did shit to me, but still fuck him.
Wow, y'all really hating on them young men.
The reason I have a problem, the reason anybody should have a problem with Ack is because Ack was doing, like, to me, a cardinal sin, which was him profiting off of what was going on in Chicago under the guise
He was instigating that shit heavy. He could have
under the guise of trying to bring attention to it in quotation marks.
Look, I ain't got nothing to do with that. That's the prerogative.
But anywho, let's get back to this game and shit. We got like 3-in-1 fucking Cyberpunk news. Cyberpunk 2077's DLC will be revealed before release, with no less than Witcher 3 quality, is what the quote was. It will also get a separate next-gen SKU, so that means that there will be a version only for the PS quintuple. Wait, is it quintuple after 5?
It would be quintuple.
Okay, I knew I had my thing right, but I was like, I'm just making sure. You the teacher here. Quintuple and the Xbox. I don't even know what to call it now. Do I call it the Smex? I don't know. Whatever. It's a EDAC.
You mean the God box gonna save gaming 2020 box?
There you go. And the next gen version will not launch with the new consoles, which makes a lot of sense because how the fuck are you going to produce anything?
I don't know, bro.
True. But anywho, what do y'all feel about any and all of this? Anybody can go. I don't care.
I'm cool with that. I mean, the only thing my concern with Cyberpunk right now is that I low key don't think they're gonna hold their September release date. That's my only opinion about Cyberpunk right now.
Well, the rumor is the only thing not done is VA, and everything else is just polish.
But the thing is that if this Corona shit keep going on, I don't really think it's gonna come out early. Honestly, probably until like if I had to be realistic, honestly, I think Cyberpunk low key is gonna come out probably until PS5 and Xbox Series X drop, and I think that's delayed too.
I don't know, brother. The console shit confusing to me. I don't know what's going on right now.
I think
I think in terms of console wise, I don't know anything about Cyberpunk and CD Projekt Red and their whole fucking how they do games and whatnot. I feel like the consoles will probably still launch later this year. I also do believe though that this coronavirus shit will not be ending until sometime next year. I think it'll be a little bit more lenient though towards the end of the year.
I kind of agree.
I wish I could agree, but the way that things are looking here. I'm just talking about here in America. That's the only thing I'm going to talk about. Here, I think we're about to get it.
We're already getting it.
No, to the point of where everybody, because if you look at the numbers in England, it ain't no game.
Bruh, no, it's not. It ain't no game in New York right now, bruh. It's like it literally look like Division right now. Like there's nobody in the streets at all. There's like 170,000 people with it in New York State alone. That's more than any other country. A state has more coronavirus cases than any other country in the world right now.
Yeah, and you heard about Detroit, right?
What's happening with Detroit?
A bunch of I think like 500 officers did tests and like 50 of them tested positive.
Fuck.
Right now, they're creating mass graves in this island in New York called Hard Island.
Wait, don't quote me on that number. Please do not quote me on that number. I think it was either 50 or 17, and I may be mixing it up. Give me like 1 second. If I can't verify, I'll go look it up somewhere else.
But honestly, if this Corona shit keep going on until the end of the year, the way the rate is, like if it keeps up with the rate, I honestly think console is gonna get delayed, it's really getting ridiculous. If games are getting delayed because of this shit, what makes you think consoles not?
My thing with I don't know, bro. First of all, I do agree with the Cyberpunk. I think that's gonna get delayed. I don't think they're gonna keep that date. And I also agree with the cons because it's like for them not to be saying they're not saying anything about these consoles. It's got me spooked thinking something's gonna happen. Like either they're gonna be super expensive when they come out, or they not gonna come out for like a long time. Like I don't know. They're being like really secretive.
But wait,
It's really weird.
They're being vague and secret, and honestly, because of that, honestly, right now, I think Sony, Xbox, they just trying to figure out what to do because honestly, I honestly think they're like thinking about delaying it. I think it's inevitable.
I would be mad. I mean, I would be mad if they either one of them delayed it, but I don't see it. It like it's too close to what would be the launch for them to not know the price. Like, yeah, we know what it's going to be, but like, we don't know anything about the price, bro. And it's like that's a big investment for the these consoles. Like, for as strong as they make them seem, like the price is gonna have to be mad crazy. So it's like for them not to say nothing, it's just really making me believe they're not coming out this year.
I think low key Microsoft is waiting for Sony to make a play in the price, though.
Yeah, I think they both pump faking, waiting for the other one to say first.
I think I can agree with that, considering that they showed off their fucking controller when Microsoft was doing it inside Xbox. Well, like, it's too much of a fucking coincidence for something like that.
The problem with that is they don't show shit inside Xbox. Tell me, when the last time they actually showed something to note?
Probably Master Chief Collection on PC. I know that was like, it's been like heavily rumored and whatnot, but that was like the big thing when it first got shown off.
Because the only question about the consoles is production, and apparently China, they can actually produce shit. Which then the question becomes, how you gonna transport it?
I mean, how much has production taken a hit due to this shit? Like, I don't know.
A majority of everybody's production is in China. That's like that's the whole issue. Like, it just shows that you should have redundancy when it comes to production.
Or don't have your shit in no fucking country that lies about a lot of shit.
Either that or you pay $1,000 for a console then.
Look, I mean, there's other places they can do it.
I mean, but those other places are just as bad as China, though, like India.
Ill.
Whoa.
I mean, like, ill in the fact of, I don't know what I'm trying to say. Y'all go ahead. What? Huh? I love Indians. But, I mean, yeah, Indians.
What?
Moving on to the next part of that. So, how do y'all feel about, okay, so the other part about that Cyberpunk shit is there's free upgrades on the Xbox side, and the free upgrade for PS5 will be up to Sony. Do y'all think Sony will do it?
Yeah.
They should.
They should, but honestly, Sony might not. There's a big chance that they won't.
This is my thing. That game comes out in September. I'm gonna keep it a brick stack 5 trillion. Motherfucker. If new consoles coming out, I'm not buying that game. I'll wait, and then I'll buy the next gen version. But I'm not.
I believe there would be an upgrade because, I mean, Sony is not dumb when it comes to shit like how do I say it? Fuck. Like, for example, when they saw the whole no sharing, no gifting, or lending out games for Xbox, why would they hurt themselves even further by not letting you upgrade? Like, they're not unaware of that type of situation. They'll like, oh yeah, we'll do it. I can see them doing it. I don't see why they wouldn't.
I really feel like both consoles are trying to, like, I feel like the prices for both consoles gonna be super expensive. So they trying to see, like, whoever comes out first, that's probably gonna undercut them a little to, like, oh well, look, we not them guys. Like,
wait, hold on. I'm about to ask a question. How much do y'all think these consoles are going to cost if you had to reasonably suspect or have an assumption?
$450 to $600.
A 6.
You said $450 to $600?
I'm about to. I guarantee you, neither of those consoles would be that. 500, sure.
I say 500.
600, nobody's going near again. Sony learned their lesson. They'll never play with that number like that.
Oh man, they're gonna go in between 550.
But the thing is that 600 back in like 2004, 2005, bro, that was expensive. You gotta just for inflation.
Like 2006, remember, because that's when it came out. Adjusted for inflation, that's like almost $1,000+ if you do it right.
Exactly. But like $600 nowadays, $500 is not that bad. Same thing for 2014. What is 2014 worth for like $500? I mean 2013. How much is like $500 in 2014? It's not a big difference.
Just $100 more at this point. It
Honestly,
be, but I doubt it.
Honestly, I think $500 or $600 is the reasonable price, especially for the specs. The specs is it's like a mid-level PC, like a 2070 or some shit, or 2060.
This is my thing. We're comparing it to now. Most of those cards, the only reason they haven't gone down in price like that is due to other shit going on.
Yeah, true, but honestly, I think it's gonna be $500 or $600. There's gonna be a few like soccer moms or moms in general that's gonna hesitate a little bit more than usual, but yeah, it's gonna be 5 or 6.
I'm about to say something that's gonna shock y'all. 400, only for the PlayStation 5. Only for the PlayStation 5.
No, I don't think so.
The reason I say this is because if you look at the amount of shit they're doing, they are probably more cost effective than Xbox was. Because Xbox just said, fuck it. There's no way in hell the Xbox is going to be anything other than 500. Now, you're probably thinking, why you say that? Because, Microsoft is not going to let them drop $100 less. And I'm like, at this point, I don't think they give a fuck.
I don't know, bro.
They're gonna lose money on it regardless because they're really trying to get you into their system. That's the only reason why they're losing money on it. So if it is 400, I wouldn't be surprised. But they don't want to lose too much money.
It be what it be.
Yeah, I'm thinking they're okay with losing money, but there comes a point where it's like, all right, we're gonna lose too much that we're never going to make it back in the generation, and that's what I think they're all trying to avoid.
They're trying to get you into their ecosystem. That's why they're losing money. So
it comes a point where you're losing too much. Like even with having people in your ecosystem, you're bleeding money.
Well, that depends on how much you're spending. Like I said, everything is pretty relative on how they do it.
I'm pretty sure Xbox. I still don't see how Game Pass is profitable, but yeah.
Well, you have to think about what is the payout, what are the numbers that they are telling you. Because remember, you have to I would assume that it's kind of like music. Like if you want my shit on there, I gotta pay. Well, not the same as music. That's no. They get paid different in terms of they get a lump sum up front here, and then whatever else. Because I guarantee you they don't do it off of downloads. I guarantee you they don't.
Is game devs getting these 360 deals?
I mean, if you sign to a publisher, aren't you technically under a 360 deal?
I'm sitting and looking like Lil Yachty right now and Megan Thee Stallion. That's crazy.
All this means is these motherfuckers didn't read fine print.
Facts, bro. This shit crazy.
Anywho, let's move on.
Wait, before we go, bro. Wait, did that grounded in here a topic?
Are you talking about arachnophobia mode?
Yeah, but I'm sorry, but they all right then. I'll wait.
They ain't gonna take that long to get there. Amazon delayed the release of their new MMO, New World, until August 25th. I found out a bunch of news about that game, like they fired the lead dev and all this other shit. So I'm not looking forward to it. I was at first, but no, I'm not. How y'all feel?
It looks decent, but it's alright. Honestly, right now it looks a little mid. That's it. But I'm gonna try it out. This looks cool.
There's a current MMO right now called Final Fantasy 14.
You know, but people call that a weeb game, dog.
The people who call that weeb game would also be called stupid. What?
Oh man.
Huh?
That game looks legit though. Huh?
It look alright.
I don't know what the fuck
I'm not gonna hate on it, but fuck Amazon.
Well, wait.
Yeah, Amazon better fucking bring me my Razor Viper Ultimate.
Chop. You about to work this one. You can't be saying that.
I'm working right now. I've been working.
Why you over here trying to lose your fucking job? You idiot.
They not watching this, bro.
They're not watching it. Fuck Amazon.
His name, we don't know his real name. He gonna buy Chop, so yeah, they ain't got nothing.
Oh, you think they don't know?
But no, they need to bring me my fucking Final Fantasy
Oh.
VII remake, bro. They need to bring me.
Anybody have that in here before we bring it up topic wise?
I have it. I played it for like 10 minutes and I stopped because I want to finish Royale.
Wait, what game?
I mean, like, it's only
Final Fantasy
it's only
VII?
for impressions because I might go on a rant for RE3 because motherfuckers talking about that game obviously didn't play the original, so I'm just like, what the fuck are people talking about?
I didn't play Final Fantasy VII original. I'm just gonna wait for it to get
No, I'm
on
not talking
PC.
about FF7. Even though the same shit I can talk about RE3 for, it applies to FF7 to a degree. But anywho, NASCAR's, I forgot my apostrophe S, excuse me. Virtual Race was the most watched esports TV show to date. Basically, some motherfuckers wanted to watch motherfuckers turn left. I ain't get it. I mean,
what else are you gonna watch? What other esport are you gonna watch?
Motherfucker, I'll watch Counter Strike. Fuck you, Counter Strike still popping.
At the current moment, I mean,
listen.
Like that's like when 2K was being played on ESPN.
Wait, whoa, I'm just fall back, bruh. But yeah, bro, they out here struggling for content, bro. It's just crazy.
Everything right now, it's just one big fucking mess in terms of like TV and sports and all that shit. That doesn't surprise me at all. That's kind of funny.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, I would play NASCAR before I watch it.
You will play turn left? I don't know.
But I mean, it could be fun. Like,
yeah, there was this one NASCAR game in the arcade that had like 7-player, like competitive, like multiplayer.
Oh yeah.
That one was pretty legit.
NASCAR is for people who live in trailer park homes or 1970 Broncos and has a Confederate flag in the room.
We here at Usual Suspects cannot co-sign the message sent by one Uptown Chop.
I will, however, say that it was kind of funny.
I'm not wrong though.
I didn't say you were. I just said we can't co-sign that message.
No, you definitely wrong.
You know damn well
NASCAR.
You know damn well every NASCAR fan has a 1970s Bronco with a Confederate flag on the back of the truck.
Why you got to default to that? Jesus.
Do they take a picture of themselves in their car with some?
No. Not gonna lie. When I was in high school, I worked at a racetrack for a day, and I saw a lot of Confederate flags. Just gonna say, a lot of them.
Why did you work at?
Not like one or two, like a fucking 1,000, bruh.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, and the reason I worked, it was for football.
No.
We had paid it for our fucking uniforms and shit. So yeah.
Yeah. What? Where was? Oh yeah, that's right. So yeah, NASCAR. We done with NASCAR. No last thoughts. Nobody got to say nothing.
What's play NASCAR?
Me.
You want to play NASCAR? I'll buy it for you on Steam so we can play it.
Oh God.
All right, I'll play it.
Oh my God.
Either that, or we could play Dirt. That's cheaper on me.
Wait, which one? I think I have Dirt.
I don't know. It was free on Plus.
Oh my God.
Ew.
Do you have an issue with someone playing games?
No.
Then what's the issue then?
I just didn't think I would commit to this. That's the only issue here. I didn't think I would commit. That's crazy. Anywho, support the NASCAR streams, bitches. Support the NASCAR stream.
And wait, no, I don't support 2K. Fuck them.
Yeah, there you go. Fuck 2K. Dead Island 2 will be a cross-gen game. To which I say, hold on, let me go check something.
Dead Island 2? Bro, who talk about that game anymore? That's never coming out.
I'm trying to figure out when this bitch got announced. That's the reason I'm like, huh?
It was like, it got announced in like 2014.
Did it?
But, yeah. You know, it's crazy. It took me like a few years later to realize Jack Black was in that commercial. I mean, in that trailer, I mean.
Bro,
wait, he was?
Bro,
Jack Black and Jesse Pinkman. I don't know what Jesse Pinkman's actor's name is, but yeah, the actor's in. Yeah, Aaron Paul. He's in the trailer too.
I just want to point out that the people making this game made Homefront: The Revolution one of the most trash games I've ever fucking played in my life.
Wait, Homefront: The Revolution. That's the second one, or the first one?
That's the second one. Trash.
Yeah, the second one
that people play for like a day and drop and never picked up.
Listen.
The first one was really good. The story was good. The multiplayer was mid. It was
Listen, all I know is they made a decent game called Frontline Fuels Award, the Chaos Studios. That game was actually pretty decent.
Oh, I forgot about that game. That game was heat.
The rest of that, I cannot co-sign. I cannot co-sign. But anywho, y'all ready to move on from this, or do y'all?
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Jigger rant time. Obsidian's grounded. Why is there no apostrophe here? Whatever.
It's not even a rant, bro. It's just that game.
We'll have an arachnophobia mode that will help people who have a fear of spiders play the game. Because you know spiders about to be big as fuck.
If I wanna play that, I'll just watch Ants. I'm good off of Grounded. That game looks mid. No, it doesn't. It doesn't look mid. No, it looks trash. There's a difference. Mid is below average, or like it's eh. Grounded, it looks trash.
It looks like why would you play this?
I'd rather just play I'd rather play State of Decay.
Facts.
Or Bleeding Edge.
Grounded is that one game that they showed on Inside Xbox for like an hour, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where it looks like Ants. The movie.
What the fuck?
Ants was pretty okay.
What the fuck were they thinking?
Have y'all ever played the Ratatouille game?
No. Moving on.
There was a Ratatouille game on PS2. That's exactly how it looked like.
They really came off a great game and made that, but that's pissed me off, bro.
I mean, Ninja Theory kind of did the same thing for Hellblade, and they go to making Bleeding Edge.
Damn, Microsoft Studios are L, bro.
They're passion projects, allegedly.
Alright.
Bro, they need to take that passion and put it somewhere else, bro. It's ass.
Quote unquote passion brother. Anywho, moving on from that. Final Fantasy VII Remake came out, was it today or yesterday? Probably today. It came out today. People like it, so I hear. Fango, you played 10 minutes. Impressions.
I think Fane muted. Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Wow.
Give him a second. He'll be back eventually. I didn't play it, and I'm not planning on playing it, so. I've beaten every number of Final Fantasy that can be beaten, so not 11 or not 14, because they cannot technically be beaten, so yeah. I just don't care for 7.
I'll probably go wait till it gets on PC so I can allegedly download it.
Oh, so you waiting a year to
say what?
You waiting a year to allegedly download some shit. Motherfucker, you might as well buy that bitch when it come out. Stop being a bitch.
I'm definitely buying it. Well, I would have it. I already bought it, but it's not here because fuck Amazon.
Because you bought physical.
I mean, look, physical gang.
Listen,
fuck.
Physical gang. I love y'all, but y'all sometimes y'all gotta realize you're gonna take this LLL. Especially during times like
Last of Us 2 being delayed.
I saw that coming. It's not a Naughty Dog game unless it gets pushed back at least 3 times.
It's sad out here.
Listen, all I'm gonna say is that dude who was talking about Naughty Dog looking kind of right now. People may not want to hear that.
Look, I have nothing to say. I'm the great American. I support all American studios.
You're talking about the one dude who was just like, a talented developer could get this shit out.
Yeah, he might listen. I'm not talking about all of the shit he said. I'm talking about the comment where he said Sony over here. They helping them motherfuckers. He might have not been wrong. Because my thing is, Fang, name a Naughty Dog game that hasn't been pushed back at least 3 times. Name one.
I wouldn't know, to be honest, because I don't keep track of it, honestly.
Oh man, Jack flexing in the chat. I ordered something on Amazon. I already got it.
What is Jack saying in the chat?
He said he ordered something from Amazon 2 days ago and got it.
Honestly, I can believe their little fucking, how do they say it? Like they want everyone to get it. I can believe that because in my area, we can't go outside. If I go outside and I get pulled over,
that's a fine.
Yeah, that's a fine. They're like, "Why are you out?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm gonna go pick up a video game." They'll fucking give me a ticket and send my ass home.
Like, fuck wrong with you, babe?
So I can believe that to a certain extent. Although I don't know anything about digital sales, so I can't speak on that.
I'm not risk going outside at all because I live like 2 blocks away from the Bronx Zoo, and that tiger got corona. If a tiger can get corona, anybody can get it.
Well, dogs can't.
I thought dogs could.
No.
Do they try to give a dog corona? But all right, it's immune.
No, they did a study on it, and just dogs can't get it for whatever reason. I don't know why that is, but
Man, they was trying to give your dog Corona like, come here, Sparky. All right, it didn't get a Rona. It's immune.
Yes, I don't know. I can't answer that question. Yeah, Final Fantasy VII. Fango, is it good? Is it alright? What it look like?
I didn't play it.
Yeah, he said he only played for like 10
Listen,
minutes.
I didn't play it.
Give us 10 minutes. Give us 10 minutes worth of what you feel, dog.
It was only the demo, so if you played the demo, you played the fucking...
fuck me.
Does it look good?
Yes.
Oh yeah, it looks pretty as fuck.
All right, then.
That's not why we here, though.
I mean,
I want to finish.
Hey man, that's not what the
sorry.
streets are saying. The streets are saying them textures look like PS2 textures.
I've heard about that, but I haven't gotten that far in the game. It's only 10 minutes.
Wait. This is my issue with that. Why are people upset about one segment of the game? If it was the whole game, I understand. It's one segment. Like, bro.
I thought it was the whole game. Didn't people say it was the whole game?
No, apparently it's just like one area or something. I don't get that.
I mean, still, even for one section to look booty, yeah, it's kind of L.
Listen, we can be like, that section was the second. What? Is there a wasp in here? Wait a minute.
Oh man, you'll get zapped.
I might have to fight a wasp, y'all.
I just saw someone on YouTube paid $1,500 for a chair. That chair better suck my dick for $1,500.
If it's a Herman Miller, it might.
It is a Herman Miller.
Oh
What?
shit, it might.
Oh, word too. It'll suck my dick.
Well, who is Herman Miller? And why?
They are professional chairs. Like, those chairs are literally built for you to sit in for like 90,000 hours. Like, you can sit in those chairs and not get back problems, pretty much.
It's an expensive chair that is way above my pay grade. I'm not paying $1,500 for a chair. That's crazy.
Listen,
I kind of agree with that, bro. That's a lot.
Listen, even people with that type of money, even people with that type of money probably shouldn't. So yeah.
The fact that the starting chair in Herman Miller is $685, that's crazy. My bad for diverting the topic though.
Yeah, that's still relevant to a degree. But yeah, so FF7 remake, that happened. RE3 remake came out. I fuck with it. Everybody else is upset for reasons I still can't comprehend, but okay.
Yeah, I have it, but I haven't played it because, like I said, Royale. But can you explain to me what everyone's complaint is?
I don't know. Like, bro, like, I view that shit like I viewed original RE3. It's like, bro, it's the same shit. The only thing they did was take out all the TD shit. The shit that this is what fucks me up. People are upset the shit is missing. Y'all realize shit is missing in RE2 remake too, right?
I mean, they said that the game is too short, only 4 hours.
Here's my thing.
One of the complaints.
Do me a favor.
And
go look up the length of the original RE3. Go look
Sentry,
up.
I'm not defending them.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I just need you to look up the number and tell me. I'm not saying
he's getting mad at you for some reason.
I don't even want to play RE3. Niggas know reasons why.
Oh yeah, because you're a pussy.
I ain't what I eat. That's 1 and 2.
Sir,
wait, what?
He's scared of this Nemesis smoke. That's all.
I'm not scared. I'm not scared of RE3 at all.
Wait.
Then why you not playing it, pussy?
Did you say that wrong, or is that correct?
I said I am what I eat, sir.
Oh, okay. I heard I ate what I eat for a second. I was like, wait.
Nani?
That threw me off.
Well, the real reason why is because niggas scared of me, man. Nemesis scared of me out here, so I ain't playing that. Why would I play a game that's scared of me? Game scary as hell.
You got it. I ain't even questioning it no more. There's a lot of shit about people's criticisms about that game that make no sense because that's how the original was. Like, people don't realize the original RE2 when it came out, basically a year later, 3 came out. People are complaining, why are the choices not in the game? Are y'all sure y'all really want to be making choices that are very, very surface level, if anything? Talking about the different endings are missing. Like, bro, first and foremost, y'all need to understand something about RE2 and RE3 remake. These games are not technically remakes. They are reimaginings.
Yeah.
They just happen to have a lot of the same story beats. I like how he gonna come in here and say, yeah.
When did you come in, Sleep Hood? What?
I thought it was at 6.
I didn't hear no Discord sound.
No, I
heard
added earlier and asked them, do they want to do it now? Like, okay.
I was out fucking mowing the lawn.
Yeah, same old. I watched that same shit too. That's the reason I'm so confused about what people expected from this game. Like, I expected RE3. I got what I wanted. I'm not over here holding it to any other standard of what it is. It's actively ridiculous to a degree.
I mean, I enjoyed the game.
People also don't like the dodge mechanic.
The dodge mechanic was in 3.
Yeah, that was.
From what I seen with RE3, it doesn't look bad. I ain't playing it because niggas scaring me. Anyway, it looks cool.
Like the dodge mechanic, personally, I like it. Like, you gotta master that shit. It's not like, granted, people said they wish there was a tutorial, but hey, back then, freaking, there weren't really tutorials. You learn that shit when you go home. So, like, I died a couple times when trying to master it, but once you master it, you're pretty, it's pretty useful and shit like that, especially with the hunters and stuff. You definitely need to use it.
They have to realize Nemesis is on rails after a certain portion of the game. Like, he does not show up randomly anymore. He just shows up when he's supposed to show up. They should be glad. They legit saved y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Because if he was like he was originally was, and like, bro, y'all would not be out here. Y'all would be out here crying, telling me also, why is he appearing here? Why is he doing this? Also, I'm still upset that they didn't bro. They should have let him walk in safe rooms. I don't give a fuck. He should have been able to walk in every safe room in the game. Every single one of them.
People are getting mad, thinking it's a glitch where he goes into safe rooms in RE3.
It's not a glitch.
People think it's a glitch. Have you seen that video where this is dude going into Jill's going into the safe room, and then Mr. Eds gets in, and like the whole thread on Twitter is like just full of people saying, that's dumb.
It's not dumb.
I know what you're talking about.
He's not a tyrant. He's a Nemesis model. Nemesis models are inherently smarter. Like, like the fact that he can. This is the thing. Y'all would be fucking shitting bricks in RE2 if that motherfucker can sprint. Nemesis is not playing. This motherfucker's on your ass. I told people. No, Chop. Did I not tell people a year ago what was gonna happen? Did I not warn them?
Yeah.
Why are they upset? I pre-warned these motherfuckers in advance about what was gonna go down.
I don't know, bro. I just wish people just enjoy the game. Because Jack, from all accounts, is enjoying the fuck out the game.
I knew Jack would.
Yeah.
But then again, Jack over here talking about I want to smoke pussy. I'm pretty sure I haven't been able to watch any Jack's playthrough because I've been working. God bless him. You still get my sub too, pussy. You still get that $5. Enjoy that $5, bitch.
Thanks.
I love
Jack out here calling everybody a broke boy when we all supported him. We gave him money at one point.
I still actively give my man's money.
I'm broke.
Listen. I actively invest in the success of Jack Move. If he don't succeed, I got a problem.
I'm broke right now, and I just spent $160 on a mouse. So,
and he got him a boyfriend. Whoa,
huh?
That wasn't a soundbite either.
Hey man, if you catch a man talking too greasy, you know what I'm talking about.
Chill, we on the podcast, bro. I'm just talking about.
Yo, what did I walk into? Hey,
Jigga got a boyfriend?
Oh man.
Wait, watch your mouth.
What's up,
girlfriend?
Yo, and I deleted my soundboard, so he really said that shit.
Bruh. Oh.
So you don't have my sound clips anymore?
No, I don't have them anymore. They were some good ones.
Oh man, I was hoping you was gonna make it into a song.
Yo, bring it back, B. Bring it back. I need you to bring that back just for me. I've been working. I've been busy. Bring it back.
Bring one back.
Soundboard. Clip his ass again.
Please don't. We don't need that.
Man. So I'm having PC gamer problems, and I had to wipe my entire system. So he lucked out on that one. Yeah.
We about to talk about these consoles. So which one y'all want to do first? I'll let y'all pick your poison.
What consoles?
Yeah, which one you want to talk about first? Sex or fucking PS quintuple? I'm gonna say quadruple.
I mean, it doesn't matter to me.
I love sets. So sets.
Oh my god.
Okay, so
too bad he ain't getting none.
Don't he got a girlfriend? Wait a minute.
He ain't got no girlfriend.
Wait a minute. You know what? I'm not gonna speak.
Okay, so let's go down these specs because they talked about the specs recently. They have a custom 3.8 gigahertz AMD 8-core Zen 2 processor that is multi-threaded.
You good?
Yes, I'm talking like this right now. Leave me alone. It has 16 gigabytes of GDDR6 RAM. It has.
What was that slurp? Pause.
No, I said I wasn't slurping.
He's trying to be a nerd or fanboy, one or the other.
Both.
Both. Yeah.
The graphics card is a custom 1.825 GHz AMD Radeon RDNA 2. Yeah, okay, I said that right. 2 architecture card. It has HDMI 2.1.
You couldn't even go through the whole
I
thing
couldn't
with
do it.
the
I tried. No one can accuse me of not trying.
I mean, I can and I will.
So I take back what I said. This is a B. I'm about to kill it. I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves about this shit. I gotta kill a B. Fuck this B.
All right, so basically, all I'm trying to say is Xbox taking over the 99s and 2000s, man.
Hey man, Xbox Series S looks cool. It's just hope the exclusives can use the power.
He didn't say the teraflops, so
Yes, 12
can someone explain what how teraflops translate to gaming or performance?
No one can.
Of the company's like terminology, because like you heard, like I think like Nvidia had less teraflops or something like that from AMD, but their cards performed way better. So it's like it's the company's own measurement essentially.
Okay. Question 2. How many of Xbox's exclusives come to PC via Game Pass?
Oh.
I'm okay. All of them. So there's no need to get the new Xbox. You could just get the Rainway app for free. Stream your games to your PC to a television if you still got your Xbox Scorpio.
You're right, but I'm still glad the Series S is powerful because that means that PC games won't get held back anymore. No cap.
That's true.
And then they did stop production on the Scorpio version, right? So
yeah.
Does that mean the lowest common denominator will be that, or still OG Xbox?
I heard it's gonna be the Xbox One X. Like that's the lowest common denominator going forward, I guess, until they phase out the One X.
Let's talk about that. Can we also talk about how last gen? Can we also talk about how last gen consoles like the hold back?
You cut out.
You cut out.
Can we talk about how last gen consoles hold back next gen consoles because people don't?
They do. That's what I always said. I've always said that, and people say, "What are you talking about?"
Oh my bad.
I was gonna say like Halo Infinite. That's gonna be held back by the Xbox One consoles,
unless it's like inherently built for the Xbox One, Xbox Series X, and they made another version separate. There's no way in hell that game is gonna be built.
People like to mention minimum specs when we go into this conversation, but people don't like to point out the fact that minimum specs look awful. Looks god awful. It's like probably lower than low. Like it's really bad.
I've been saying that to people. Like I think I argued with a couple people, maybe even Cole Eastwood at one point, and saying like, yeah, on Twitter. I think it was.
Stop arguing.
Listen, it was a while ago because like everyone wanted to go through the narrative of things can't be held back, and I'm like, yes, they can be held back, and all that. It's like, think about it like this: Cyberpunk is going to be held back by PC gaming, and that's PC gaming is like the best version, but it's going to hold back PC gaming because of the current gen consoles being very low specs and stuff like that. Everyone needs to realize that, and people always go through. Well, no, they just go through like it wouldn't be held back, and then they try to make up these excuses that it's just never going to happen. And I'm like, okay. Whatever.
I got you, Redhood. It's like we're gonna race the quarter mile. Mm-hmm. We got a Hayabusa, a Corvette, and a garbage truck. Now the stipulation is no one can drive faster than 25 miles an hour.
Who gets that first?
We'll all get there around the same time.
That's actually good. That's actually good, bro.
Yeah, because you can't really exceed it. Like you may have like it's like. Oh, it's like buying a fucking Ferrari and you fucking using it for just everyday shit. It's like, motherfucker.
Using it to go check the mailbox. Mm-hmm. That's it.
I actually saw something like that in Manhattan. There was this white motherfucker for the whole big ass chair in a little Porsche. Like, what are you doing? Like, I don't get why people do that shit. Why don't you have an everyday car?
Like, bro,
No.
like, because they want to flex, and I'm like, yo, flexing only works, motherfucker, if you got everything else put the right way. Like for example, it's like me, and this is something I'm actually planning on doing. That's like me buying a fucking GTR if I don't get my fucking finances straight. It's like, what's the point?
Like if you have like a Ferrari or a Ford GT as your only car, like are you stupid? Are you dumb?
Like, bro,
I got the perfect solution. It's like we all racing here. All of us start at the same time, but all of y'all have to only use one leg, and I can use both my eyes. It's like, all right, it's not fair for y'all, but it's fair for me.
I guess. But anywho,
Like, cause them consoles is like,
what's the projected price of this thing, yo?
we don't know.
No one really knows.
If I had to
$5.99.
assume for the Xbox, it would be $500. If I have to assume for the PS5, I would assume $400.
Yeah, that's what
we
they
on
mentioned.
we on Xbox. We on Xbox. I'm still pushing this rain way up. So a 1080 Ti is roughly $500 right now.
I think. Let me see.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Here's the thing about the 1080 Ti, though. I'm glad you kind of brought that up because you know what the first thing people gonna say, but it doesn't do ray tracing.
Okay, so I'm gonna give another scenario. You guys want to know what ray tracing is? Let's take a flashlight and just pass your hand in front of it. That's ray tracing.
Because it only
That's all it fucking is. It's all. That's all it is.
Realistic
It's a
lighting.
gimmick, but it is a good gimmick.
My thing is, think about it like this, though.
It's not really an actual gimmick. It's basically the act of trying to get lighting to a point where it's like, because this thing, people don't understand. Like most games, like 99.9% of games do not have the you can't push like real life lighting. It's just the amount of processing power you would need is just not feasible.
Yeah, we're still not there. My thing is, it's like they even did Minecraft, right? And this is Minecraft could be at 4K, right? But when they did the ray tracing mode, that shit is at 1080p. I don't even think it's a lot.
You can't like Minecraft
Right,
is not an intensive game. Minecraft, you cannot, if you got ray tracing on, you ain't pushing that bitch. That bitch like, nah, sit your ass down somewhere.
It's resource heavy, right? It'll bog your shit down, right?
But if you still want to see the best version of ray tracing, I say it's Minecraft, but it has the best version I've ever seen. Yes, it does.
I would say Control does also.
Control does.
No, but see, my problem with that is like, okay, yeah, it's like on a couple pipes you can see a reflection or the light, but it's like it doesn't really change the game the way my ray tracing changed Minecraft.
Well, Jigga, that's a choice of application of ray tracing. I can't hold them for that. I can only because this thing we're talking about a AAA game versus an indie game in this case. This indie game may have sold more, but it's the way of application is better in Minecraft than it is in Control. That's just like then that's my thing, Jigga. I'm not saying that you're wrong necessarily. I'm just saying the application of it is the problem here.
But no, I'm saying that even pissed me off when people were talking about Battlefield ray tracing. It's like if you actually think about it and like, yes, it was good, like it looks good, but the instances of when you will actually see it were really dumb. It's like, oh, I can see my reflection in this car. Try to do that when somebody's shooting at you. It's like you're not going to notice that. So it's like when they hype it up, it's like, okay, yeah, you can see a reflection in the car. So what? Now, if you can use that and like somehow see somebody behind you and quick turn and shoot them, okay, that's lit. But it's not going to happen. It's like it's there. Like it's good that it's there, but don't overhype it up like it's something it's not.
No,
like, it's going to change games. It's like it's not. It's going to make certain things a little bit better. Like there's nothing wrong with that, but it's not going to change gaming.
Yo, ain't this one of those things again that's up to the developer?
Yeah,
right.
It's a
okay.
Yes.
Cool.
You get just, like the thing about it is you give them the future to work with. Like if they apply it, it's up to them.
1080 Ti is roughly $500. Yeah.
But 1080 Ti can't even do ray tracing, can it?
It can.
Oh.
Yes.
It can, but not that well.
can.
Not that
It
well.
struggles because it's not built.
Oh. I don't even think it's going to be like a 2080 Ti though. The next gen console probably going to be like
fuck all that. We gotta talk about
y'all could just turn that ray tracing shit off. Your game will still look good. I mean, especially if you're not doing the 4K, like maxing the shit out. If you're just gaming at 2K like most of us do, what the fuck you need that for, dude? Like, come on, man.
Oh yeah, can we also talk about how PC gamers are insecure about these consoles?
Here's my thing. Wait. This is the thing. You should be.
Check.
I don't like. Listen. This is the thing about this. The PlayStation seems cool because maybe that tech will come to PC. You should be happy for that. They're not doing anything really special other than that.
No, but these PC gamers are salty, but that consoles are doing something that they're not doing.
And my thing
What?
is, you should be happy about that.
What are consoles doing that PCs not?
Well, it's not even really consoles.
It's like,
wait. Let's be.
No, I'm talking about how PC game. Okay, so
PS5.
Okay, for example, with me, I have a 2080 right now, and the consoles are almost catching up to my 2080, the next gen console. My thing is that we're not gonna see next gen games until probably like 2 years later or 3 years later, until after the consoles come out. So I'm not even worried. I'm not probably gonna upgrade my card until then. Anyway, we're talking I'm talking about how the PC gamers is street. As soon as the consoles come out, they're going to upgrade so they can still be more powerful than the consoles, so they won't have that feeling.
Wait,
so,
upgrade to what? Like
to the 4 series cars. The reason why I'm saying that because they're saying that I can't have. There's a bunch of PC gamers out there that are saying that I can't have my PC more powerful, less powerful than the console. I'm talking about those people.
I think my laptop with my 1070 is more powerful than these consoles. Sorry.
Oh yeah, it is. But what I'm saying is that there is people who have like a 2080 like me or a 2080 Ti or Ti. I think they like feel insecure and they can't have a console catching up to their PC.
Bro, if that's your problem,
wait, point me like what people like who's saying this shit?
I had homies who said that, and I seen Tick imply that.
That's
my thing is people are measuring and saying it's powerful as a 2080, but they only measured it from a game of Gears 5 and Gears Ultimate.
No, wait, you gotta go back to that video and pay attention. There's a lot of fucking sources going on. What they did was they maxed out the they ran, what was it, a 2080 Super at the same settings that the Exit maxes out to, which is low to medium on a PC, and then they get the same numbers. Now in the video, if you watch the video, they're running PC at max settings. It's very misleading. But go back to that video and pay attention. And then they show a bar graph, which is nothing of what they're speaking of. So I know what video you're talking about, Redhood. Yeah. You're speaking of the Digital Foundry video, right? Yes, I'm actually doing a parody of that.
You mean console Foundry?
Xbox Foundry now. Remember they were?
No, they definitely still on that pony powder.
Oh man, you also talking about Xbox Evans, aka Austin Evans. Man.
Listen, can I talk about this PlayStation right quick? I gotta do my note.
Oh yeah.
Are we done? Are we done with Xbox?
Yeah, you gotta move on, guys. Come on.
Yeah, just get a PC. Yeah.
I love the word teraflops.
Listen.
Wait, we didn't say anything about the memory yet, though.
I'm getting to that. That's gonna be
okay.
separate.
All right.
Okay, so listen, guys. So the PS Quintuple PS5 has 8-core AMD Zen 2 variable frequency up to 3.5 gigahertz. Oh my god. Oh my god. 16 gigabytes of GDDR6 RAM. A custom 825 gigabyte SSD. A custom AMD RDNA 2 GPU variable frequency up to 2.23 gigahertz. Oh my god. And a custom Tempest Engine 3D audio, which is cool, I guess. Okay, I'm done with that.
Diabetes.
No.
At the end of the day, PS5 is actually going to utilize the power of the consoles. Sony's going to actually utilize the powers of the console, like Xbox, with these cartoon-ass games.
So listen.
Whoa!
No.
Whoa, kids move. Chill out.
Listen, he actually said something against Xbox. He's like for it. Let's just talk about this shit. Fuck all these hardware dumb shit. The only interesting thing about these consoles to me is the storage. More so Sony than Microsoft, even though Microsoft ain't no slouch. Because a lot of people are getting it misunderstood with me when I talk about how impressed I am with the memory. It's not the fact that Microsoft is ass. It's the fact that somehow Sony got that shit that way.
But it's not a terabyte, Sentry. What are you talking about?
The fuck? I don't, motherfucker. Not you, but like, bro.
I'm throwing you a pass, though. I'm throwing you. That's an alley-oop, though.
Listen,
Wait,
listen. This is my thing. They can't do a terabyte if they want to do what they're doing. They can't do a terabyte. That's it. That's all. Finito. Done. We don't need to have a discussion about it no more.
Yeah, I would also say that terabyte would increase in price as well.
Like,
so they were like, and plus, I personally think they're building to, in terms of their vision, their consoles are different in different avenues. You know, Microsoft is going full power, whereas Sony wants to allow devs to create, you know, these different games and stuff like that when it comes to world building and stuff like that. And that's where I find interesting, and you know, hearing a lot of the experts saying that in depth as well. And it will also show in the exclusives. Now, third parties are like, shoot, we want to utilize that SSD, but if we make our games like that on the PlayStation, how would that translate over to Xbox? Which there would be that issue there, and they might get some third-party exclusives as a result of that, and that depends whether or not they still have the huge market share, which I'm assuming they would, because of how big of a brand recognition PlayStation has throughout the world. And that is like one of the parts where I'm like super excited. Now, how would that translate over going from PlayStation to, you know, because what I've always believed in, and if, you know, Horizon Zero Dawn sells very well on PC, you'll get like those exclusives timed, which would be like 3 years from now or something like that. Some people say a year from now. I'm like, no, that I don't even believe in that. I say about 3 years from now because they want double dipping. But that'd be interesting how that would work and specifications for their games going forward for SSD requirements. So that'd be interesting when they come to PC in a way later date. But overall, that's what I think. It's like going to be interesting how the physics would work in their games and world creations and all that, because it's a very different approach than what Microsoft is taking in that avenue.
Like I was gonna say, is PlayStation going to suffer like third party wise? Because it's like the way you would have to program for their game is going to be way different from Xbox and like PC. So it's like, would the games run worse on PlayStation 5?
What are you talking about? Raw performance, or
no? Just like because I know their game's probably going to be work perfectly for that system, but it's like I'm pretty sure Xbox and PC are probably closer together than PS5. So like just off of like how they will have to program for the PlayStation games, do you think the game's going to run worse on PlayStation?
No. So I would say no.
I've had a similar question to that back on Weapon Wheel when they first showed off the PS5 and the specs, due to the fact that I had asked on Weapon Wheel which console do you think a console would hold back the other, just due to the fact that while the Xbox has what Xbox has in just raw power, Sony, the PS5 has in creative freedom for developers and whatnot. I've had a similar question to that before.
Oh, what kind of creative difference? Maybe like
because
the
way from what I gathered during that PlayStation PS5 conference when they were talking about it and the SSD was that developers will no longer are constrained to how they want to design a level, how do they want to design a certain area. He even said himself that developers like put corridors so that way they can load in the next area.
Yeah.
And when he was talking about the SSD, he was like, when you what you have on screen is what's loaded in, and when you turn around, that instantly gets loaded in because of the SSD. Mm-hmm. So that gives the developer creative freedom to do whatever almost do whatever the fuck they want in terms of
no loading screens, no loading screens.
Yeah, no loading screens as well.
That's why my question never got answered. I was curious about that. Because what you're saying is true. For third parties, while they can just fucking look at this pretty ass game, or they have creative freedom that they could do on the PS5, but might not be able to do on the Series X.
Yeah,
that's what I was saying. Is if they want to make that game that they have in mind, it would have to go as an exclusive. But if the company as a whole, right, because they have different divisions, right, different dev teams and stuff like that. For let's say Capcom's, for instance, right, their Monster Hunter team is different from the RE team and the Devil May Cry team. So let's say the Devil May Cry team was just like, yo, we want to make a PS5 exclusive. Capcom as a whole will probably be like, but hey, we want to make as much money as possible, also on the Xbox and PC. So that's always going to have to be up to the head of the publisher, and that what's it is what it is. They have to make as much money as possible. Where I do think some third party will make that as an exclusive, where Sony will probably throw money on the side as well, and then you'll have those games that will be created just for the PS5 because that is the only way that their vision was thought out to be. But when it comes to, let's say, I don't know, RE8 or something like that, RE9, of course, raw performance will be better on the Series X than the PlayStation 5 and stuff like that. When it comes to FPS, resolution, it would still be the same.
Let's talk about this controller, because that's about the last.
Hey, before we do that, I just hope we don't get into a money war where it's like either PlayStation or Microsoft are throwing money at devs, so where it's like
they already have.
They're going to have the superior. No, I mean like they're going to have the superior version just because Microsoft or Sony threw money at them. The other console is going to suffer.
Stuff like that?
Yeah, like the other console is going to suffer because it's like they didn't throw money at the dev.
Well, they don't like. The problem here is like it's parity in both ways. So it's like either I try to do more here or I fuck up there. So it's just like you have to just make a baseline version that works.
But yeah, but then people are going to accuse Sony of saying, "Oh, they threw the money." What if the dev just wanted strictly to make it because that was their vision of the game, and through the SSD that was the only thing? But other people are going to be like, "No, Sony just threw the bag." It is what it is.
Listen, we've been having these arguments since the start of this shit. It's not going to stop. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
It be what it be. It is what it is. This man, Clay, you gonna put a buffer. It probably was buffering. I wasn't at the keyboard, so I don't know. Sorry. But yeah, let's talk about the controlling again and get the fuck up out of here. 3 days ago, we got a picture of the controller. It looked good in my opinion. How y'all feel about it?
Which controller?
The PS quadruple.
Oh yeah. Like this is what I before. Okay, I won't talk about the color right now, but what in terms of ergonomics, button placement, all that, I don't care. Like, to me, I can always do offset or the PlayStation style controller for the analog stick layouts. It doesn't matter to me. I can do both. I don't care. But when I go for PC gaming, for fighters and stuff like that, or any other games, I use my PS.
What fighting games you fucking playing?
Fighters. Just recently. So.
Oh man.
Oh my god.
Anyway, the PS5 controller, I'm gonna keep it real. I thought it was really, really ugly at first, and I low-key still do. My only is that colorway, bruh. It's not the two-tone. It could be good in two. It just needs to be in all black or that light blue with the white, that black. That was decent. But the controller has grown on to me. It has.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Expect those colors to be in the console.
Yeah, it's like the console's probably white
and some part black.
How much y'all think the controller's gonna be? I think like 70 or 80.
70.
It's gonna be. How much was the Switch Pro controller? 70. That was 70. Yeah, from what I'm hearing is they have adaptive. Shit.
Adaptive triggers. It has haptic feedback.
Yeah, there you go. A mic, speakers, touch.
Doesn't it can like detect your heartbeat or some shit? Can it?
That's what the patent says. They didn't say in the game.
They never said it does that, but
they had a patent for it though.
It has a mic in it too, so it has way more features than that Switch Pro controller.
Switch Pro and the Xbox, Series X controller, and then they have a create button where it's kind of like the share button, but it has more features essentially. But they'll go into that in a later date. They said.
Listen, we call it the egg bag.
So for me, I think, and then also USB-C, and they said it has better battery life. So okay, so that blue light, I'm assuming it's a blue light, right? There's still a light bar, but it's very small, correct?
It's to the sides. Like I think.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
it's not as much power consumption as like the PS4 one, I would assume. When it comes
probably like they have a bigger battery too, so you gotta figure we don't know how much that takes anyway.
Yeah, I kind of wish they talked about that and say how much battery life the controller has. I'm assuming it's gonna be more than.
Hold on, just keep it a book. Y'all
PS4.
want to hear Mark C talk to you in that nice ass voice like Mr. Rogers.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on, but I hope that the controller does have as much as the PS3 controller, or almost as a battery life, and I hope it has fast charging.
Yeah, I mean, I would assume because of
USB-C,
USB-C, so it should.
But just because it has USB-C doesn't mean they'll have fast charge support.
Here's my thing though: fast charge is the way that's done is because of other things going on. The issue here you have to think about is like, well, damn, so. How do they get that done? What else do they have going on? Like that, you got to think about all of this when.
Yeah.
Anyway, we have no more topics. We talked about everything. Y'all ready to go?
Damn, I just got here.
Damn.
Let's start all over.
I'll leave right here, right now. Don't test me.
Damn.
Yeah.
Don't test them like testes. What?
Wait.
Huh?
Oh my gosh.
God bless you.
Yeah, y'all wonder why Jigga gonna get jumped one day if we.
Oh wait! I gotta say this. So somebody that I know that on Twitter named Mystic, he got his $1,200 from the IRS.
Already? Damn, I had to see if I got mine.
Let me see if hope they send me my money, but I need my.
He got it from a direct deposit though, so if
me too.
Yeah, I checked.
I ain't got mine yet, but
Hey,
I've been telling y'all.
I mean, I got
to set up y'all's LLC. Have I not been telling y'all?
I got mine in direct deposit, but I don't know if I'm gonna get it because I got.
If
I did do my tax. I filed for 2019 though.
Yeah, if you file.
Wait, why would I need an LLC?
No, you don't have to have filed.
No, the LLC is to protect you for certain shit. And
I'll
your
post
taxes
it
are done.
in the podcast.
Ask me to tell you.
Redhood, hold on. I know Redhood not talking about in the podcast.
Wait,
he
what?
just came in.
No, I said that.
I never said and what?
I heard you.
No, I didn't.
That was big.
Yeah.
I heard you.
My
I heard
goodness.
I heard Redhood say that.
No, I didn't say
that.
Fing, you heard that too, right?
No, I didn't.
Hey, y'all keep playing with him.
Yeah, dude, Chop just wants to always,
Chop.
get me in trouble, dude.
It's a B team.
Yo, Chop, you listen, you a little too close to his Amazon facility. Keep playing with him.
Yo.
Redhood, you know what I'm gonna do? Yo, Redhood, you know what I'm gonna do if you call
Oh my gosh, stop. Don't even say this during
I'm not gonna say it on the podcast.
Dude.
Obviously, I'm not gonna say it on the podcast, but the thing is, you know what I'm gonna do.
Oh my goodness.
I didn't know. I haven't.
I don't know what he's gonna do, so I'm curious to know what he's gonna do.
No, don't ask.
I just want to say, fuck Amazon. I want my Final Fantasy VII.
Sentry, am I allowed to say it?
No.
Exactly.
I never said
justified.
Freaking Chop twisted the truth right now.
It's retaliation. How is it twisting the truth?
I never said ordering an employee, you fool.
Hold on.
You set that up on my chair. My chair was coming in.
No, I never said I was going to order.
Hold on, both of you, hold on. I just want y'all to both know y'all both stupid as fuck for saying any of that.
I never did.
I said even if you did, I don't care. You both
happened on my word.
I would like to let you both know your belties at the current moment.
Yeah, you're both heathens. But let's get the fuck up out of here. Let's do it outros. I can't believe y'all motherfuckers. Y'all need Jesus.
I didn't do anything. I wasn't going to say until after the podcast.
Yo, outro, bitch. I swear to God.
It's Chop. Like I said in the beginning of the podcast, catch me up on Twitch. I'm gonna stream eventually soon. The first stream is gonna be called views lower than my self-esteem. So catch me on Twitch later.
Uptown Chop ass home, right?
Mm-hmm.
Susstown Chop.
True.
I don't recall saying such shit, but anyway. Whoever's in this outro, go.
Redhood, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. You guys can check me out on my Twitch. I'll probably stream some more FF7 Remake. probably after this podcast. What else? Maybe creating some content on YouTube. Don't know. You can follow me on Twitter, Redhood240, and make sure to hit the like, subscribe here, share, do all that fun stuff, and yeah, don't listen to Shop.
I mean,
It's retaliation.
yeah, like if it's retaliation.
Dude, you're listening to Chop right now, Fang. I don't want to hear it. If you're listening to
That
Chop
is
right
also
now,
true.
What's your side of the story then? What's your side of the story then?
Bruh, I never said I was ordering Amazon employees. Never said that.
You
Okay, so then
in
why
my
would
word.
you say that then? Chop, why would you say that then?
Because he wants to make himself look better.
Redhead, what did you say about my chair about Corona then? That you
I never said Amazon
You said
Oh, no.
you said you was gonna
ordering,
get an
no.
Amazon employee.
I never said employees, sir.
You said you was gonna get someone to call for my chair.
I never said that.
This man really capping on my name right now.
No.
Okay,
I can tell you.
okay.
I could tell you exactly off the air, but I never said.
No, say it right now because now you cap on my name right now. I want you to.
Hey,
No,
bro.
Twitter
Okay, right.
dub. We'll stow it for later.
Yeah.
Why would he say Why would he say that then?
If he's saying that on live, I want him to clear my name.
Bro, I said I was gonna cough on your package.
Oh,
That's
okay.
actually-
Okay, it's just as
That's
bad.
not because I don't have it, Chop. What are you talking about?
Hold on,
It's
Chop.
just as bad.
Look.
You said you're gonna call for my package, so I'm gonna
Him
put my age
coughing on this better what I would do with it.
Oh my.
Okay, moving on.
You see?
Fang, do your outro. I'm trying to get the.
That my outro is the best outro. God damn.
You really so okay.
It was nice being on here. I'm almost done with Royale, even though I had it a month early. I stream on twitch.tv/kwfang. Please follow. I just try to stream as much as I can when my internet isn't being fucked with due to this whole virus shit. But yeah, I try to stream every night, and I hope hope anyone who's here comes by.
I have you looking like Magic Johnson.
What? Okay.
Dude, why did you get this man on the podcast?
Because I did.
I mean, he's better than I can't even say that dude's name.
Please say it.
Jigga, go.
So you know who I was gonna say. Oh man,
I don't. That's why I want you to say it.
You don't know?
Do your outro. Jigga, do your outro.
I don't know who you're gonna say.
Oh my gosh!
Jigga, do your outro. Let's go.
Hey, what's good, y'all? It's Jigga.
Yeah.
Man, shut up. I mean, I appreciate y'all for showing up. Remember, hit the like button, subscribe, and comment. I will try to get to it if I remember, but my brain sucks. But make sure you follow me on twitch.tv/Jiggaapril and Mixer, whatever, Jiggaapril, and Twitter, Jiggaapril1. That's where I'll be at. Yeah. Definitely follow me on Twitter if you want to know when I stream. Cause God damn it, Twitch sucks, dude.
Are you okay?
You have
My brain sucks.
Did you have a mild stroke?
Twitch sucks. It doesn't alert you all the time. But when I when I go live on Twitch, it tweets. So
Okay, cool. B Arsenal.
Shout out to Twitch for getting this demonetized. We'll be on Plexstorm next week. I'm not around much, y'all. I'm playing Persona 5 Royal right now, and I don't want to have shit to do with none of y'all while I'm playing this. I don't know. I'm about halfway through at 40 hours. Looking good.
That's not halfway through.
I know, but that's
wait. Where are you
I'm at 130.
I mean, I know how to get through this shit, though. What you mean? Where you at 130?
Wait. Spoilers. We ain't.
No, B. I gotta let you know something real quick.
I hear one spoiler when I'm about to play.
No. It's not even a spoiler. It's not even a spoiler.
Chill. You can tell them off air.
Oh,
so I'm off air.
Listen, we out this bitch. I don't get an outro this week. Like if you like, dislike if you dislike, whatever. Leave comments. We'll read them. I'll read them probably around Monday because I'm sick and tired of bullshit. I appreciate y'all for watching. We'll see y'all maybe next week.
Wait, hold on. I just want to say